And I like to record these and post them on my YouTube page should you want a calm and peaceful session sometime during the week. Your names, images, etc., are always perfectly anonymous. Find your breath. Have you taken a conscious breath today, this week, this month? So easy to go a long time without because let's face it, we're busy people, lots of demands. That's okay. We just come back to center frequently. So a nice deep breath. Let go of the world for a few minutes. It'll be fine. Wiggle your legs out, swallow once, circle your jaw around. Give yourself permission to disengage, detach. And begin to take the breath more deeply into your body. We breathe into such a small portion of ourselves, so just take it in a little more, fill up the vessel a little more. No rush. Good. Now we breathe into our feeling nature, just feeling whatever you're feeling right now. An exceptionally important spiritual practice is to catch up with our feels. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, just sit down and visit with yourself. What I mean by that, just acknowledge whatever the feelings are, breathe them, let them surface. There's great power in our emotions, obviously. They're the motives that drive us. So to find them, feel them, allow them, integrate them, assimilate them, aim them is a wonderful practice. Good, about another 2 minutes on the back, and then we'll get up and we'll find some other clever way to be calm and peaceful. We're feeling our feels, we're breathing our breathes, we're disengaging from the world, always tugging at our coattails. You deserve some you time, I bet. How many people do you look out after? Several, I bet. Okay, it's 11:11. It's all ones. I always like that time because we're all ones. So biggest, deepest inhale you got, feeling your whole life up to this point. Big, 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 deep inhale. Exhale, let it all go. And acknowledge, yes, we are calm and peaceful souls. Just enjoy feeling empty for a few moments. Spacious, potential. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Conjure up a big batch of fresh feel good. Circulate it through your body. This is a great tool in our toolkit to conjure feel good presence on the inside. Good. Arms up to the ceiling. Stretch your arms easily up over your head. We might use the word lazily, but not vigorously. Point your toes forward. Find that first thing in the morning, euphoric, stretchy, resilient, buoyant feeling in your body. Connected to a smile on your face, and you are golden. Snow angels on the floor. Good. Draw your knees in. Just grab them gently. Roll around on your back. Get your happy on. It's right there. Other way, rolling other way. This is how we roll. Good. And then we'll sit up together and we'll light this rocket, this candle. Saturday is a rocket. Sunday is a candle. First of all, I want to signal touchdown. It's so good to see my dear friend. It's great to have you on board. You know who I am. You know who I am. By the way, if you're watching one of these on YouTube and you're new to it, my name is Greg. I'm some guy that teaches yoga online. I'm the only person in the world that teaches online yoga. So make sure to subscribe and to tell all your friends. Anyway, it's really good to see you. Happy, beautiful late fall Sunday. These are the times of our lives, aren't they? I hope you're gathered with your pets and your friends. My cat is doing much better. I'm so grateful. Close your eyes for a moment. I know we got a lot of prayers and blessings from close friends, and so One day at a time. Drop your chin a little bit in humility, reverence, calm. We're not here to think anything in particular. We're here to slow the momentum of thought. Miracles happen when we do. We're not trying to add something. We're looking to create space so more can be added. Good. Let's bring our hands into Anjali Mudra. We call it prayer pose. And our chins are dropped. And inside of your own head, heart, and hands, create an intention, a prayer, an aim for your own soul. It's one of our great gifts, perhaps our greatest. We can aim. If we couldn't aim, we'd be truly lost in a very, very chaotic universe. Good, then we'll chant Om softly to send our prayer. Nice inhale. We are far more one than we are separate. And just to feel that cosmic connection is so healing, so revivifying, so necessary. Good, I feel your connection. Anytime two or more are gathered, great things happen. Okay, hands on our knees. And we'll start with ritual, shoulders. I hope all is very well for you. So we always remember our affirmation. Things are always working out for me. You might say it. You're muted. Go ahead. Things are always working out for me. Isn't that a beautiful affirmation? Other way. Another way to say it in old-fashioned language, all things work together for good for those who love God or good. 6, do you believe that? I believe that to the core of my soul. 8, all right, we'll breathe together. We're breathing the same air. It's a nice thought, isn't it? The same essence runs us one and all. Arms forward. Pull in. Now the essence of air or atmosphere never changes. An oxygen molecule is always an oxygen molecule, which means we could be breathing the same air as Jesus or Buddha or Krishna. So that's a enlivening thought. Scrape around to the front. Good, then we'll draw our hands in. And we like having our hands at the side. We like relaxing our shoulders, dropping our chins, closing our eyes. We like going into the closet, shutting the door, and finding our inner sanctum. When we develop this capacity to go inward and find presence, it's our most valuable asset. Everything else changes and varies. Good, now push forward with your paws. Go out, circle and back here. Brush going forward. And out. And around. And forward. Smooth, rhythmic movements. And push. Good, and up. And angel wings out. Good. All right, let's take our opposable thumbs after lacing hands and brushing our thumbs down the side of our neck, the widest side. Don't brush toward the middle. That's your carotid, and that will, well, you'll find out. I wouldn't recommend it. This feels good, though. It feels soothing and calm. 6, 7. Isn't it self-indulgent to do this? You should always indulge in your higher self. Circle your thumbs around. Dig your thumbs underneath that corner of your jaw. Do relax your face down into your hands. Close your eyes. Massage in with your thumbs. This is movements from the owner's manual of your body. Dig in a little deeper than you might. Be provocative and stimulating. Oh boy. Oh, it's tight in there. Not when we're done. Good, now hold steady pressure, chin drops, eyes closed. Push in, push it real good. Push in there. Oh, and relax your paws down. See how smooth and easy and accessible today's class is? Hey, remember this one? Did you notice how chilly it was this morning? I think it got down into the 40s. So warm up your paws, kindle a little flame. Good, and then cup your hands over your eyes like you're gonna play peekaboo. Push gently into your eye sockets, not your eyes. And look into the beautiful darkness. It's not completely black, is it? There's something there. It's not just nothing. Good, relax your paws down again. Okay, now your soft right fingertips on the back left corner of your head. And we're going to look at life from both sides now. Tilt your head to the right, drop your chin, tilt some more, close your eyes. Now relax your mouth. If you accidentally drool, I consider it a compliment. No fashion face. Wear the face you were wearing before your parents met. What were you doing before your parents met? It's a Zen question, isn't it? I was trying to discourage them from hooking up so I could stay here in heaven for a little while longer. That's one answer. Knock it off, you two. Get out of the back seat of that 56 Buick. Good, and tilt thy head back up. Click, click, click. I have some weird thoughts, don't I? Left finger's back right corner of your skull. Tilt the situation left. These are called leftovers. Your head is going left over. Drop your chin. Now, extra specially, relax your shoulders. Do close your eyes. Do give yourself time. The tincture of time. We're always rushing, always rushing. Slow down. We move too fast. We should make these moments last. The pose begins just about when you want to get out, just like a marriage. Good. Click thy head back up. I don't know how you married people do it. I'm sure it's a glorious experience. All right, drop your chin, take your pumpkin around 8 times. It's almost pumpkin day. I was riding my bike all through Pleasant Hill, all these cute little neighborhoods, and Boy, do people have some Halloween decorations up. Black widows the size of cars, spider webs covering the house, ghouls and goblins that made me never want to drive down that street again. 6, people are just knocking themselves out. 7, and 8, other way. Oh my God, I could not believe what I was seeing. Skeletons 20 feet high. 3, 4, it's pretty cool. 5, 6, 7, 8. Please drop your chin down, relax your head down for 26 seconds, no peeking. Just be a calm and content soul. I am content with the content of my life. This makes room for more. If we're not happy with what we have, what good is any more going to do? I'd like some more of what I don't already like. Relax. Now say together, there's great power in chanting together. We are calm and peaceful souls, and we really mean it. Okay, let's counterpose, shall we? Set your paws behind you. My thumbs are to the outside, my elbows are kind of in, and they're back here. What I'd like for you to do is let your elbows please to bend backwards. Drop your chin, cave your chest. You'll feel your wrists and your forearms. You'll drop your chin. Your chest is caved. We have tight wrists and forearms because. Exhale all the air out. And then trampoline your buns to heaven. Oh, lift up, stretch your stuff. Chest 2, head back. And sink on down, kids. Okie doke. God, that feels good. Whoever invented yoga, some guy in an Indian cave 8,000 years ago, thank you. Or thank you, Indian woman who invented it. Trying to get over my stereotypical male patriarchal sexism. It's hard when you're inculcated in it. Come on down. Good from fingertips, long spine. Inhale, look forward at your exceedingly bright future. Outhale and deepen, and I'd like for you to relax your hair and wag your shag like a calm and peaceful person. You're doing great. You're right on schedule. Universe is 13.8 billion years old. There's no rush. On your next inhalation, please come up. It's an inhalation elevation. Okay, we'll switch the cross of our gams. Pull back on your high, how you doings. Arms out, palms up, pull upward palms back here behind your behind. Walk them back a ways. Get that feeling of, you know what, I'm going to touch my elbows behind my back. You're unlikely to do that, although I've seen it done. Contortionist. Drop your chin, cave your chest. Elbows bend backwards. If we were hypermobile contortionists, our elbows would come all the way down and hit the floor, but we don't want that. Drop your chin. Feel your feels. Body weight stretching, it's the best. Pull your shoulders back a little. Ooh. Digs in, doesn't it? Good. Now exhale all the air out. And then champagne bottoms and caviar rears. Lifestyles of the rich and famous bottoms. Lift up, stretch chest, head back, shoulders peel around and touch behind you, groins voluminously exert up. I love that I can say that. And come on down. Good. All right, then we'll scooch around, escuchen, por favor. We'll get around on top of our sit bones. We'll place wide open palms in front of us. We'll elongate spinal spines, and we'll come down Sunday style, nice and slow, not trying to get ahead of nobody else. It's not a race. Or if it is, run your own. Now turn your elbow creases up and broaden your shoulder blades across the top of your back. Relax your lustrous, beautiful, one-of-a-kind hairdo. Greg, you're always encouraging us. You're always saying that we're wonderful, beautiful, talented, gifted, one-of-a-kind, magnificent, glorious souls. Heck yeah. From fingertips, long spine. Inhale, look forward at your destiny. Exhale, fold into it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to put my elbows on something so my prayer hands park into my forehead. It's one of my favorite poses. And then we're holding still with friends. Be still and know that you're good. We're moving into the center of the merry-go-round, away from all the bouncing, brightly painted, colorful, noisy ponies, pulling in. It's fun to go out there, but after a while, you just realize the circle that everybody's involved in, up and down, all over the place. Good, kids. Now we're gonna move our blockage out of the way. That was well said. Now walk your paws to the right. Oh, the left side of my body is tight as a boiled owl. So I'm gonna put my left hand on my right hand, and I'm gonna lean into my left side bra strap. Gonna drop my chin. Gonna drag my shoulders away from my ears, and I'm going to contemplate the miracle of existence. To be or not to be. We've made our decision. You can't not be anymore. Kind of turn your chest up and to the left a little bit. Ooh. Tucked my underpants in too tight. Going to stretch my t-shirt out. Good. Now let's walk our paw units. Saunter to the left, as I like to say. Saunter. Right hand on top of left hand if you're feeling vigorous. Lean into that right side bra strap. Counterweight with your right bun. It's fun. Be unusually happy for no reason. Isn't being an eternal spiritual soul in an infinite universe sufficient? No, I need a new car. Inhale. Exhale, the same breath together. Walk back to the center and start an uprising. Come up, kids. Switch the cross of these guys back to where they was. Oh, what a week last week. They installed a new roof. If you've ever been in a house with a roof being installed, you'll leave quickly, except you can't bring your cat. Boy, did I hear about that in the midst of her illness. Boy, am I glad that week has passed. Hands to the heart. Let's be grateful that we've moved through more and more adventures, always gaining more experience, more insight. Do you ever really learn very much from your triumphs? No, it's your mistakes. Lace your hands up, Katie Mittens. Stretch up. Good, and we'll wobble side to side. Leaving for a retreat today, leading it, and hella excited, trying to calm down. By the way, I scheduled my next one for March, so you better come, damn it, if you haven't. Good, relax your arms out. Now turn to the right, left hand, right knee, easy pose twist. Look over your right shoulder behind you. Candy cane your spine to the right, relax into a twisty. Sunday twisty donut pose. Sunday used to be donut Sunday for me. I'd go get a couple of donuts, and I don't do that anymore. Breaking up with donuts was hard to do. Inhale and release. I guess that's called a sacrifice, isn't it? When you give up the lower for the higher. Inhale up. Short-term gain, you give it up for medium and long-term improvement. Stretch. Good, now put your knuckles on your head, knuckleheads. Close your eyes. We are calm, peaceful souls. You know why? Because we say so. Can it be that simple? Should it be any harder? Stretch your arms up. Turn left, right hand, left knee, left arm behind you. Crank a doodle dandy to the left. Hips push down, thigh bones kind of externally rotate down into the floor. Relaxed shoulders are essential. Do you notice occasionally the gap in between the thoughts where ecstasy, bliss, joy, love, and peace reside? Inhale here. And release here, because I don't know where else we're going. Inhale up, kitty cats. Exhale out. You're doing great. Arms forward. Shouldn't we be getting to the better poses? This is it. It's the hardest message of all. This is it. Palms up. Touch your elbows together. I can't. Bend your wrists. Lean forward down into them. Drop a chin. Make ujjayi breathing, soft, whispery, throaty, aspirant, seashell, sexy sound at the back of your throat. Fog a mirror. Elbows bend down and in. Shoulders relax. Neck is bowed. Heart is calm. Let's feel gratitude. Not for anything in particular, but everything in general. You could build a beautiful spiritual life simply on gratitude alone. After a while, we learn to be grateful for the trials and tribulations and tragedies and troubles, because we realize that's what has elevated us always. Good, now let's walk the pups left and right. Puppy uppers and downy. Puppy uppers and doggy downers. That's what I meant to say. Lorraine Newman, Saturday Night Live, long before you guys were born, left and right. Pretty good, huh? All right, now take your ruined wrists out and inhale. Outhale. Good, and then we'll just sit country style for a sec. Arms out, up your back, behind your neck. Poof. I like this because there's a long, slow buildup to a big poof. Yeah. Poof. Once you've poofed enough, you don't need proof anymore because you just think, I'll just poof up your back, behind your neck. Poof. One more. After a while, you don't need evidence because you have poof. Now we just bring our hands up to our bra strap, pack the back of our wrists inside of our armpits, elbows inside of your knees, drop your chin, squeeze yourself into egg pose. Drop your chin. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Good, now feet together, extract hands, roll them around. Other way. Gentle shaking of problems away. Saying hello to our bright futures. It's interesting to think you're going to be alive forever, isn't it? Our spiritual selves exist outside of time. It's almost impossible for the human mind to grasp that, but time is not something we live in. Time is something we create with our own consciousness. Cup your hands at your heart. Feel the truth of your infinite nature. It's a cultivated sense. You can go your whole life without noticing it, or you can go your whole life noticing it. Okay, pump the knees. Sometimes from the equator down, things get a little bound up down there. So we keep it moving, keep it grooving. Did you know we had an equator? We do. Try to straighten your arms, push the knees all the way down if you can't. That's why we do yoga, to try to open things up a little bit. Good, now squeeze thy knees in together. Little kids love sitting like this. Watch first and second graders. They'll pull their heels into their bottom. They might wrap their knees because they're listening to their parents bore them to death with details. Float your head up, drop your chin. I see Odin the cat always comes to class every Sunday. Hi, Odin. Odin says, I'm so glad you guys, you humans are doing yoga because you guys are pretty messed up. True that. Just sitting, just sitting. Sit up a little taller, relax your shoulders. Squeezing is pleasing. Good. Now we'll counterpose. We'll let go. We'll put our hands on the floor. Mercifully, we'll extend our legs out forward a little bit and wide as your hips. We'll drop our chin and we'll cave our chest, sinking, S-Y-N-C-I-N-G. And lift off, blast off. Rocket hips to the moon and rocket ships to the moon. So it's a yin way of doing a back bend, isn't it? You can take your time. You don't have to do some sort of 13-year-old Romanian gymnast stuff, unless you want. I wouldn't stop you. Other things will. Come on down. Now, we're going to relieve all the remaining mental tension, anxiety, fear, and worry that have ever accumulated inside of us all at once today. So, boy, are you lucky you came. So, my legs are sticking out in front of me. There they are. I've acquired a blanket. And if you're fortunate enough to have a bolster, I'd grab it too. If you don't have a bolster, I'll give you one. How many times have I said that? Now, there's the top of my left ankle. I can see the inside of my left ankle. I'm kind of slapping it to get it ready. Then I'm taking my blanket. I'm laying it over the top of my left ankle, and I'm just crossing my ankles. Now, if you don't put a blanket there, it's just a little slice of hell, basically. If you put a blanket there, it's less hellish, but still yoga, okay? So I've crossed my ankles with a banky. I've pulled back on my butt flesh a little bit. My thigh bones are rolling open. Now, when we were kids, we could just easily put both of our ankles crossed behind our head. And thank God that's over. So I want you to just put a bolster up here now. And I just want you to lean into your disintegrating feet. This is where the elite meet to lean into and disintegrate their feet. But as you come forward, I don't want your feet to tighten. I want them to relax. You were leaning forward and we're squeezing toothpaste out of our feet. Relax your shoulders. We're going to be in this for about 2 minutes, so you better make friends with it. The key is to ungrip. The key is to let go. The key is to unlock and go through layers and layers and layers of layers and see what's there. It's a developing situation, isn't it? As you feel impressions and memories and sensations, and it's all stored in our body. The issues are in our tissues. I bet you could relax your feet more. I bet you could inhale into your ankles and feet, and you could exhale and maybe you'd feel your ankles and feet relax for the first time ever. About 3 or 4 more breaths. This is so, so good for you. It does things at layers we can't even begin to understand yet, but you will benefit and appreciate from later, since you're going to be alive forever. a great yogi from the 19th century. He had many followers and he was very much beloved, Sri Ramakrishna. And he contracted a nasty disease later in life, and his followers were very sad as he was near his end. And he said, "Cheer up, where can I possibly go?" Remind me of that next time my cat is ill. Come on up. Nothing teaches like death, huh? Okay, undo and uncross. Ooh, that put a nice dent there, right in my golf tan, or lack of. Okay, now slap the top of your right ankle, get it ready. Slap happy. Okay, now place the blanket buffer bolster over the top of your right ankle. Ooh, that feels good. Now, you can feel the little slot where your left ankle fits right over the top because they're symmetrical, right? Good. We made a nice base. I pulled back on my buns a little bit to get more pelvic tilt coming down because, you know, if I had to and it was a contest, I could put both ankles behind my head. I just don't want to do contest yoga anymore. I've done enough. Put the bolster here. I've won some, I've lost some. Come on down. Price is right. Feel your feels. Take your time. Pet your cat. Pull the tail. Not that hard. And 2 minutes. Pretend you like it. That's the key to life. Pretend you like it. Fake it till you make it. Pray, breathe, soften, relax, surrender, let go, release, disengage. There, I said it 9 ways. Just do it. Let the toothpaste come splurting out your feet. Painful patterns of perceptions disintegrating. Traumas releasing. Troubles dispersing. You could do contemplative silent prayer. You could do linguistic verbal prayer. What could you pray for? To come out of this pose, your prayer will be shortly answered. Stay though. Namaste in this pose a little longer. Good, big inhale into your feet. Exhale, relax. Oh, my feet are letting go finally. Who knew my feet were so gripped and tight? And inhale and come up, kitty mittens. Oh, that was epic. That was epic. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I does, will. Stretch your legs out, wigulate them, woggle, woggle, toggle, toggle. Stretch up because we're stretching up. Stretching and retching with Gretchen. Sit up tall. Bend your knees, lean into your life, knuckles on your head, lean in. Pull your knees in more, bring your chest down toward your thighs. Squeeze your knees and inner ankle bones together. Stretch your toes open. God, Greg, you're demanding. This is why likely I'm not married. I would just be so irritating to live with. Inhale. Exhale, push your paws up. I could still get married. I could still run into Miss Right any moment, or at least Miss Right now. Stretch up. I put the odds at 1 in 10. Hands down, you guys. Now, we're in the Om stretch. We've done some great stuff today, mostly just we're practicing the presence. Right ankle over your left knee. Fold your left shin under. Good. So we got to keep circulation going to the far or the distal ends of our body, especially as things start to get chilly. So grab your right shin, crank a doodle dandy on your ankle. Other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is all in the owner's manual. Maybe you didn't get it. Now your 4 left fingers slide peacefully inside of your right toes, hopefully peacefully. Sometimes if your skin is dry, the fingers slide in. Other times, it's a challenge to get in there. Okay, now squeeze your right toes into your left fingers. Splay your left toes open really wide, like Twinkie toes on a cat. The sound of one hand praying at your heart. Drop your chin. And please, I do ask that you squeeze on one side and splay on the other. Feel yourself as the non-moving central point, squeezing on one side, splaying on the other. The yoga names are Raga and Devesa, squeezing and splaying, pulling and pushing. And we're in the middle, we're the center. Inhale and release. Love early. Arms out for big hugs with your friends. This is where we're the Sunday tribe that gets together to share pixelated hugs, not drugs. Pull back a little. That's a scary stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Arms forward, right arm under. Now I want you to love on yourself for a second. Err on the side of love. I am a wonderful, talented, gifted, amazing person. And the other part of you says, no, you're not. But we're gonna champion ourselves. Fold up your arms, ups and downs with your elbows. It seems like we have a prosecuting and a defense attorney inside of us, and the defense attorney is true. Good, now take your elbows all the way to the right, tilt your face all the way to the left, tilt your head to the left, drop your chin, tilt your forearms to the right, close your eyes. We are calm, blissful souls. Silly humans running all over the place, satisfying minuscule, trite little desires when there's infinity on the inside. Good, now look at me, hello. Now, turn your chest way to the right. Look around behind you to the right. Ooh, good stretch. Squeeze out old gunk. Clean out your trunk of the junk. Good, bring it back to the center. Release. Now this weekend on retreat, we're going to walk the labyrinth because it gives us vision and insight, but also so does taking your thumbnails into the base of your big toe on the bottom of your foot and massaging in with your thumbnail till you get that sort of stimulating, provocative kind of feeling. You know, that breathtaking feeling, like when you're suddenly splashed with cold water or you get a surprise. We want that feeling. That opens up your nervous system. Now push in, close your eyes, feel your feels, Relax your shoulders. Now chant Om, feeling this feeling. Feel it, Om it. Inhale. Om. Om is ow, spelled sideways. Inhale up your wings, grab your elbows, reframe yourself. Good, and then arms forward. And this is the pedestal for your pedestal. Make it as tall as you want. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and rest your pedestal on your pedestal. Good. And a minute of falling asleep. I like to roll my forehead out. It opens up my third eye. It'd be silly to have a third eye and not have access to it, wouldn't it? What a waste. Be like having this magnificent option in your car that you didn't even know was there. The third eye gives us wisdom, insight, vision, understanding. Now we're going to hold perfectly still for 30 seconds, not a wiggle, wobble, or fidget. Relax, it's your time. It's your time. Your ship has come in. Finally. Inhale, come on up to unload the cargo. Okay, now I'm going to move this off to the side temporary like. This right knee is going to pull in. I think this is just a cool way that humans can shape their bodies. Left elbow in front. Going to tuck my tummy in a little bit. Grab left wrist with right hand. Suck knee in. Tall, beautiful spine. Shoulders relax. Easy twist to the right. Just visit the edge, the end of your range of motion in your twist to the right. Just drive down that neighborhood. You don't have to drive over people's lawns or anything. Just do a drive-by of the edge of your range of motion. Shoulders relaxed, head noble, countenance peaceful, disposition delightful, prognosis wonderful. Good, then bring thy face back. Now just grab your right knee and right foot. Do take your right foot around. This makes our, so more money fits in our wallet. Other way. Do women use wallets? I know nothing. Right elbow underneath, left elbow under, and you're not getting out of here without stimulating and scratching up your head. Oh, 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 this stimulates my crown chakra, lets more light force in. Scratch, scratch. Good. Stretch your right leg out. One more side, and then. Good. Now, right ankle over the top, left ankle, sorry to say. Cross your right shin under kitty kittens. Good. Left hand grabs right. Left hand grabs left shin. Sorry, right and left are very confusing. I have a new app on my iPhone that lets me know left from right. It works unless my phone's upside down. Other way. Costs $6.99. monthly. Do you guys have a lot of subscriptions to things you forgot you signed up for, and then at the end of the year, you realize you paid about $2,000 on stuff you don't use? That's pretty. I have an app that lets me know which apps I'm not using. Now take your right fingers, slide them into your left toes. Your right fingers are bigger than your left fingers if you're right-handed, so harder to get in on this side. Okay, now this is that thing where the left toes squeeze, the right toes splay, the left hand parks at your heart, you drop your chin, and you feel yourself above, you feel your consciousness above the worldly world that's filled with pushing and pulling. Have you noticed? There's always the other side, the adversaries, those crazy people that think those crazy thoughts. If only the world could be sanitized of those idiots, everything would be good. But of course, they think the same thing about the other side. So let's just rise above that for just a moment. We can dive back in later. Out beyond the field of right and left, there's a larger field. I'll meet you there. It's nice to know there's a place where we can all meet and greet. Good. And that changes everything. Arms out. Paws open. Pull back careful. Left arm under. Fold them up. Ups and downs and lefts and rights. Just visit with me at least 1 hour a week, 1/168th of your week, and I'll keep you happy for the other 167. Good. Now elbows, left, 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 face right, 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 tilt head right, drop chin, close eyes. We are unusually happy beings for no reason. We're the tribe of unusually happy for no reason peeps. Because we appreciate the miracle of existence. When you start with a miracle, everything else is. Good, now look at me, hello. Now take the whole thing over to the left, look behind you. Look back and see all of your blessings chasing you down. They're flashing their headlights. They're saying, pull over and accept your blessings, you silly. And back to the center, kitty cats. And now we'll inhale up because that's what you do. We'll grab our elbows, cross the weird feeling way. It's good to feel weird every day. I have no problem with that. Side to side. This is good. It's good. Life is good. Now arms are down. Now we're going to take these same thumbs into the middle center bottom of our foot. We're going to dig in with some thumbnail, searching for that, that kind of breathtaking feeling. Like the time you first saw your husband. Remember that? Not before, the first time, and you were like, oh my God, that's the one. Or the first one. Massage in there. Now hold steady, hold steady pressure. Relax. Oh, there's a cartoon in there somewhere. Drop your chin. And that's the most irritating sound ever. Extract your thumbs. Make a pedestal for your pedestal. Please make it a sufficient size, SIGHS. Grab left wrist with right hand. Elongate, elongation sensation. Relax your third eye down to your Stonehenge. And we'll hold still for 37 seconds. Next inhale, start an uprising. Every day is a revolution. Come up. Okay, in conclusion, bring left knee in, just right elbow around in front. Nothing more extreme today. Not till later, maybe. Tucking my guts in, grabbing my right wrist with my left hand because that seals the deal. Now push your buns down, tall spine, shoulders relax, revolve left, look around behind you to the left at your carloads of blessings, blinking their headlights. Pull over, they say. Your blessings will chase you down, it says in the scriptures. Inhale here and release here as well. And now I'm releasing, oh, perfect timing. You know, that's one thing people have always said about me, Greg, you have perfect timing. I've always appreciated that compliment. It never seems to come at the right time. Please resign on your back for 5 minutes. I will hold space for y'all. A lot of people darted out to maybe leave for my retreat, whatever, but you're still here and I'm gonna hold space for you for 5 minutos. Please to unwrinkle yourself on the floor, wiggle this, wobble that, swallow, gulp, close your eyes, bury under blankets, try to get your cat underneath the blanket if you can. And I will mercifully be quiet for 5 minutes, starting now. Okay, my friends, stay relaxed. In fact, relax more, release, open more. And this is the time on Sunday when we can invite God, love, source, spirit, infinite, higher organizing presence in. It's a wonderful ritual, regimen, routine, wonder. Whatever you call the source, God's fine with me. Invite in. Nice deep breath, wiggle your fingers and toes. Circulate a big dose of fresh new life in and through you. Draw your knees in, curl onto your right side. And we'll sit up together nice and slow, cultivating that nice feel good on the inside. Eyes are closed. Enjoying the inner presence together where we all are truly connected. Hands to the heart. And that feeling of eternal connection is namaste. Namaste. Have a nice day. Namaste Sunday.